The Venice Gondolier celebrates our Indians and their long tradition of winning championships and national recognition. Athletics and academic excellence are hallmarks of the Venice Indians' winning culture. The Gondolier team enjoys a tradition of winning the Florida Press Association's top award for 8 consecutive years. Get the Gondolier and enjoy local news, sports, and our Pulitzer Prize award-winning commentary. Call to start your print and digital subscription. Get the Gondolier and go Indians!
Third game this week and second in a row against the Tampa Jesuit Tigers. Josh Grant and Coach Faulkner live here from Tampa, taping this right before the start of tonight's broadcast. Coach, tough one last night. Indians dropped it was a tough one, 4-1. I mean, 3 runs in 1 inning, but the relievers held strong. Just got to get the offense going.
Yeah, that's one thing we're working on. I did like what our relievers did. They held them, and that's our strength right now. But you're right. We got to get our offense going. We got a new guy in the lineup with Fulcher tonight, Jeffrey Fulcher. So we're looking forward to see what he's going to give to us. Cleet Britt. So we're looking for some big things from him. But, we got to hit throughout the lineup. We got to get back-to-back hits, maybe 3 hits in a row, things like that to get us sparked and get us going.
Hunter Purcell, your starting pitcher tonight, the tall lefty, threw really well last week. What do you expect from Hunter tonight?
Listen, Hunter is a big key for us, especially tonight. But what we're looking for from him, he has great movement on his fastball. He's 6'8" left-hander. He's got a really good breaking ball, and he's got a really good changeup. The key for him is throwing strikes. When he throws strikes, he doesn't give up a lot of hits. So we've talked about, let's stay in the middle of the plate. Let's make them beat us if they're going to beat us by hitting, not by free bases. So I think we got that in his mind. He's not going to be picking the corners, hoping to make a lot of outs first and second pitch, through so they don't see him that much in the lineup. But we're looking for big things from him. We're hoping he really steps up and takes over tonight.
So don't want to look ahead past tonight. Obviously, tough matchup here against the Jesuit Tigers. But next week is spring break for the students. But the Indians, it's a business trip heading up to Tallahassee for 3 games against Childs, Lincoln, and Niceville. Coach, talk about the trip, what you guys are going to do, some team bonding, and what you expect next week in that playing up in Tallahassee.
Listen, the trip's always great for us wherever we go for the team bonding reason. We're looking forward to going to a University of Florida game on Sunday. Then we're going to head on up to Tallahassee, play those 3 games all in the day. And then on Wednesday evening, we'll watch FSU play a game there at their stadium and come back home Thursday. But listen, it's a lot of really good teams up there. So we're looking forward to playing good baseball, playing during the day, which we don't do a lot of, and bonding as a team and growing stronger.
That team bonding experience last year, didn't get a chance to take a big road trip, but you guys during the spring break week had some movies, some films in the VPAC, and you got a chance to meet together. Obviously, the teams were a little bit different different as far as records go. It's a big week for team bonding, being able to get these guys hopefully into the right mindset as this season gets into the now important part.
Yeah, listen, it is really a big part of what high school kids do, team bonding. And when I say that, it's, kids staying in the same room, getting to know each other a little bit better, having a little bit of fun. We'll do some things, touring some colleges and things like that, talking, have a lot of group meetings. It's really a fun trip. Hopefully, like you said, it's a business trip where we go up and take care of some business, but we're still really trying to find out who are our starters, who are our starting pitchers, who are our relievers, and who are the guys we're going to have in the lineup. So we're looking forward to that and kind of hoping we get back to really turn this thing up.
All right, pregame literally in just a couple minutes. Thanks, Coach. Go Indians.
Go Indians.
The Venice Gondolier celebrates our Indians and their long tradition of winning championships and national recognition. Athletics and academic excellence are hallmarks of the Venice Indians' winning culture. The Gondolier team enjoys a tradition of winning the Florida Press Association's top award for 8 consecutive years. Get the Gondolier and enjoy local news, sports, and our Pulitzer Prize award-winning commentary. Call to start your print and digital subscription. Get the Gondolier and go Indians!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into tonight's broadcast live from Tampa Jesuit here in Tampa, Florida, just in the shadows of Raymond James Stadium and Steinbrenner Field. Josh Grant here on tonight's play-by-play. As always, baseball on YouTube and our Facebook page. Indians dropped a tough one last night, 4-1 to these Tigers. Again, just giving up runs in bunches and not being able to put any on the board. 3 runs in 1 inning, and that really did it. The relievers came in, did a really great job, held this Tampa Jesuit offense to 1 run over really 6 innings. If you look at it, they scored 3 runs in 1 inning. 6 innings, they held them to 1 run. So tonight, We are here in Tampa. The Indians are ready to go. It was a nice bus ride. It was a little bit long. The roads were wet and the road was bumpy, but we made it, and we are excited to be here live from Tampa Jesuit. Tonight's starters for the Tigers. Let's take a look. Leading off in center field, number 34, DJ Perella. Batting second is their second baseman, number 2, Jack Martinez. Batting third at first base is number 3, AJ Nessler. Batting cleanup in right field is number 11, Wes Mendez. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 24, Jack Kulikowski. Batting sixth at third base, number 31, Grant Jordan. Batting seventh in catching, number 5, Josh Hines. Batting eighth at shortstop is number 27, Jacob Lozano. And batting ninth in left field, number 9, Carter French. Tonight's starter for the Tigers, we thought it was going to be Vanderbilt commit Wes Mendez, but it is Jamie Arnold taking the mound for the Tigers. Thus far this season, Arnold on the mound. A 1-0 record, 1.97 ERA. He's allowed in 10 and 2/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, and has struck out 21 hitters. So another good pitcher here for the Tampa Jesuit Tigers. And the Indians just need to be patient, see some pitches. Not a lot of guys seeing a lot of pitches in that lineup right now. Got to wait back, see those pitches, get the one you want, and drive it, put it somewhere. Arnold, a Florida State commit, graduate of the 2022 class of Tampa Jesuit High School. Let's take a look at your Indian starting lineup. Leading off is the third baseman, number 4, John Embry. Batting second in right field, number 6, Nick Dunn. Batting third in center field, had to shuffle a little bit, number 2, John Whitney. Batting cleanup at shortstop, number 11, Cole Shoemaker. Batting fifth is the first baseman, number 28, Trent Adrian. Batting sixth at second base, number 10, Jeremiah Pachota. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 1, Cleet Britton, getting the start tonight. Batting eighth is the catcher, number 14, Stephen Deans. And batting ninth in left field, number 3, Jeffrey Fulcher. Tonight's starting pitcher for the Indians, Hunter Purcell, the 6'7" lefty, ready to take on his toughest test of the season thus far in the Tampa Jesuit Tigers. Thanks for joining us wherever you're watching from. Got some comments in the chat box already. Hunter's watching from home. Thanks, Hunter. Shannon and Ryan Call, looking forward to a W tonight in Tampa, hashtag VHS. We'll be back here in just a minute. We're getting ready for the prayer and the national anthem. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Thanks, as always, to the Venice Gondolier Sun for being our pre- and post-game show hosts. And tonight's first inning sponsor is Gemini Apparel. Call them at 941-488-7447 or visit them at GeminiApparel.com for all of your screen printing, embroidery, promotional products, banners, vinyl, graphics, and more. GeminiApparel.com. Again, got some fans checking in. Deborah checking in. Let's go Indians. Lynn Plumley. Go Venice, as the Indians will bat first tonight. Again, here on the road, glad we're able to bring you the camera feed
It is an absolutely gorgeous Cynthia checking in. Let's go, Venice. It's an absolutely gorgeous facility. Thanks to the press box staff here at Tampa Jesuit for allowing me to call this game it was supposed to rain most of the day here, and they were worried about some serious weather issues, but it is absolutely gorgeous. A bit humid right now, rain on the way up, but quit right about Tampa. So should be a clear night for the rest of the night, and that's what we hope. And wherever you're listening from, hopefully the roads are safe and you're able to get here within the next couple of minutes to watch your Indians start off and hopefully get some runs on the board early tonight. That has been they score a run early, but that's it. We got to get runs on the board, get some walks. I don't think we walked once last night. Got to get some guys on base, got to get some guys in motion. We've got great speed. One thing the Indians do have on these base passes is really good speed. Got to put together station-to-station baseball, play a little small ball, and do what Indian baseball does best. So taking a look at Jamie Arnold on his perfect game profile, says loose and fluid arm action up to 91 this fall, creates a big angle in life, makes for an uncomfortable AB. So again, he is a Florida State commit, a 9.5 grade on perfect game, which translates that to a potential top 10 round pick and or highest level college prospect. So Arnold, quite the formidable pitcher against this Indians offense tonight. So that'll bring up John Embry to lead off tonight's game. Embry back in the leadoff spot, moved down to number 2 last night after a couple of games in the leadoff spot. Coach trying to shuffle the offense around, trying to get something going, some kind of spark. One thing that, again, Embry has to do is he has to set the tone here, see a couple of pitches as they go through. Don't jump on the first pitch. So Arnold looking for the sign. Catcher sets up outside, and Embry jumps on the first pitch. He'll chop it down to the third. Grant Jordan will field it cleanly and fire over to A.J. Nessler, out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. Not a way you want to start. You're not being critical, just being observant. Got to see some pitches here. Nick Dunn will step in. Dunn, your right fielder last night, 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice. His first pitch is lined down the right field line, but foul for strike 1. Go around the horn for the Jesuit defense. Carter French in left, DJ Perella in center. Wes Mendez is Grant Jordan. Shortstop is Jacob Lozano. At second base, Jack Martinez. First base, A.J. Nessler. Catching is Josh Hines. And on the mound for the Tigers, once again, Jamie Arnold. The 0-1 is fouled down the right field line. Count goes to 0-2. Sun Sports editor Vinny Portel made the trip up. For all your coverage, check him out on Twitter at VJ Portel. I'm sure Vinny's excited now about Major League Baseball coming to an agreement today. The 0-2 swung on and missed for strike 3. And Dunn is down swinging here for out number 2. Let me turn that microphone a little. There we go. Just trying to be a little quieter. Jesuit does have a great broadcast here. And thanks to the Jesuit staff again for allowing me to call the game from the press box tonight. That'll bring up the center fielder number 2, John Whitney. Whitney 2 for 3 last night. 2 of the Indians' 4 hits as the first pitch is taken right on the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Good curveball by Arnold's over for strike 2. Arnold has come out ready to go against these Indians. The 0-2 fouled back into the net. Yes, the first time we've had a net, so much easier. Normally I'm not able to bring you a video feed because the chain link fence just doesn't make for a good angle. But here they have the mesh net around home plate. So it's a little easier for the fans to see out there. We'll get the whole field, left to right, foul line to foul line. Hoping to get that at Venice very soon. The 0-2, Whitney will drive to the right center field gap. Center fielder has to give chase, and that one's off the wall. Whitney heads into second. He's running to third. He gets the wave sign in. He's got to get down, and John Whitney's on with a triple here in the top half of the first. His second triple in as many nights. in the exact same spot. I'll bring up Cole Shoemaker. Shoe, got to get him in. Got to get him in. Got to get him in. Last night, interesting. First three hitters last night for the Indians. Nick Dunn struck out looking. Embry grounded out 5-3. And then John Whitney hit a triple. Tonight, Embry grounded out 5-3. Dunn struck out swinging, followed by a Whitney triple. Whitney then scored as Cole Shoemaker brought him home. So hopefully the same thing will happen here tonight. The 1-1, Shoe pops it foul, and the count goes to 1-2. That's right, Ryan. Ready for the bats to come alive. The dugout getting into it. The 1-2 way outside. Shoe will take it for ball 2. Count pulls even now, 2-2. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here to the Indian shortstop. Arnold working quickly. Shoe will chop it up the middle to Lozano. It's actually cut off by the third baseman. He'll make the play to Nestler. Put out goes 5-3, and that'll do it. Indians leave one stranded here in the top half of the first. We go to the bottom. Hunter Purcell will take the mound. First 3 up for the Tigers. DJ Perella, Jack Martinez, and AJ Nestler. You're watching tonight's game on High Baseball and Facebook.com/Venice High Baseball. We'll be right back. First man up for the Tigers is center fielder DJ Perella. Staring down the 6'7" lefty Hunter Purcell. Josh Grant here on the broadcast live from Jesuit High School in Tampa. The first pitch from Purcell is a fastball swung on and missed for strike 1. You're going to keep track of the first pitch fastballs for Purcell once again tonight. Perella last night, 1 for 1. Perella walked twice, hit a single, and had a sacrifice 1-3 as the second pitch is popped to right. Dunn will have to camp under it and puts it away for out number 1. 2 pitches, 1 out here for Purcell. Jack Martinez will step in. Martinez, the Tigers' second baseman, 1 for 4 last night, had a single in the third and then scored the second of the 3 runs that inning for Jesuit. As he'll give that one a ride, Whitney will have to chase back, and he puts it away easily. That one jumped off the bat, but John Whitney able to get back and put it away for out number 2. So just 3 pitches thus far in the inning for Purcell and 2 outs, and AJ Nestler steps in. Nestler with a single of his own last night and scored a run, 1 for 4. Flew out to short, popped out to short, popped out to second, single, and 5-3 ground out in his 4 at bats. Be nice to see Purcell with a quick inning here to start tonight's ball game. Sharkies on the pier, the bottom of the first inning sponsor. There's a strike from Purcell. Hiring at all locations. Amazing benefits, competitive pay, breathtaking, beautiful locations. Work on the water. Look, you can work on the beach. Sharkies, Siesta Beach Eats, Fins, and Snook Haven, the part of the Sharkies group. If you haven't been to any of those, have you really been to Venice? The 0-1 is outside for ball 1. So if you're looking for a job, head over to Sharkies on the Pier. You can check out their websites and apply today. The 1-1 high and inside count goes to 2-1. Thanks to Christy for checking in. And there's Clint. So 2-1 count now to the Tigers' first baseman. The 2-1 from Purcell's line into left field. Fulcher's got to give chase, and that'll get down for the first hit of the night for the Tigers. And that'll bring up the right fielder, number 11, Wes Mendez. Good pitch. Nestler just fought it off and shot it the other way. 1 hit apiece now for each team. Mendez, the Vanderbilt commit. Thought we would have seen Mendez tonight on the mound, but not the Tiger starter. They just went with a Florida State commit. So 2 Florida State commits in a row for the Tigers. Consecutive nights. Mendez last night, 2 for 3, was intentionally walked in the third and was the third of the 3 runs scored that inning. Double and a single for Mendez. First pitch is outside for ball 1. The 1-0's low. Hunter tries to get him with the off-speed pitch low in the dirt. Count goes to 2-0. Good lead for Nestler at first. The 2-0 get me over, strike 1. And Purcell will check back over. Oh, let me change the score there. 2-1 count now to Mendez. And Purcell once again. Purcell not with a great move to first base, but trying to keep Nestler honest. The 2-1 high and away. Count goes to 3-1. Jack Kulikowski on deck. Kulikowski 2 for 3 last night. And Purcell will check over again. It's an interesting move as he's got, he's 6'7", has a huge first step, but he's got a hitch that comes, he hitches his elbow before he fires over to first. If he can make that a little more fluidly, could have a pretty decent pickoff attempt. The 3-1 high and away, and he walks him, ball 4. So Nestler will move up to second. Runners on first and second now for Jack Kulikowski. His great movement, a lot like Nate Wynn, had probably the best movement on his fastball I have seen thus far from an Indians pitcher this year. But if you start it outside and it's a 2-seamer or a sinker and it moves outside, well, you're not really giving yourself much of a chance for it to stay in the strike zone. So again, same thing with Hunter. Great movement, Just got to start it in a little more to the plate so it has a chance to break across the outside part of the plate. And that could be what pitching coach Tyler Shambora just said to him, trying to get his tall lefty under control. Again, Indians missing Blake Bennett tonight, did not make the trip. Blake threw last night, but still a host of relievers down to that Indians bullpen. So 2-away now here for Kulikowski. Big kick from Purcell, swung on and missed for strike one. Big swing by Kulikowski. Nessler at first, decent speed. Nessler at second. Mendez at first. Good curveball by Purcell. Freezes Kulikowski for strike two. And he'll look him back. Kulikowski hitting .208 on the season. 5 hits, 5 RBIs, 2 doubles. The 0-2 from Purcell is outside for ball one. The Tigers are 5-3. At one point were the 7th ranked team in the state of Florida. And it's interesting is they have allowed 42 runs, but their offense has scored 42 runs. You don't see a lot of you don't see those scores often tied. Usually with a team with a winning record, they have a higher run for than against. As he chops it over Pachota at second. Pick it up and get it to Adrian for out number 3. Put out goes 4-3. And Purcell leaves 2 stranded here in the top half or bottom half of the first. We go to the top of the second. Good guys coming up. Adrian Pachota and Cleet Britton. You're listening to tonight's game on Venice High Baseball Facebook and YouTube. We'll be right back. First pitch to first baseman Trent Adrian is a ball. Here in the top half of the second, Josh Grant on tonight's broadcast. Thanks for joining us from Jesuit High School in Tampa in the shadows of Steinbrenner Field and Raymond James Stadium. As you can see it off in the distance, the 1-0 goes to 2-0 now. Dr. Kevin Shapley, DMD, your top of the second inning sponsor. Check him out, shapleydmd.com, or call him at 941-426-0215. Book your appointment today. Summer's coming. Got to get those teeth right. Kevin Shapley, DMD.com. Adrian now heading the count 3-0 against Jamie Arnold. And the get me over fastballs there for strike one. Arnold has walked just one hitter thus far in the season. And Adrian checks the swing on ball 4. Well, the count now goes to 3-2. Adrian got to get going here in the 5 spot for the Indians. The 1-2 from Arnold. Outside, strike three looking for the first out here of the second inning. Jeremiah Pachota now steps in. Pachota last night 1 for 2, walked and hit a single in the 7th. First pitch to Pachota, same spot as the one before to Adrian for strike one. And Arnold does not waste a lot of time. The 0-1 foul back into the net for strike two. Arnold very quick to the plate. The 0-2 fouled into the Indians' dugout, and Pachota stays alive. He has fought off quite a few pitches thus far. He's gotten down to the count a couple times, 0-2, but he really tries to protect that plate. The 0-2 low and away, and the count goes to 1-2. A bright spot defensively thus far this season for the Indians at second base. The 0-1 inside, or 1-2 inside, count goes to 2-2. Shannon checking in once again, listens and watches every game live on Facebook. The 2-2 grounded. Good play at third base by Grant Jordan. He'll fire across the diamond to get Pachota. Putout goes 5-3. What a play by Jordan. Pachota robbed of a single. In steps in the designated hitter, Cleet Britton. Britton getting his second start of the year. Started against Lakewood Ranch on Thursday and went 0 for 2. First pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Excuse me, that was Tuesday, not Thursday. Tonight's Thursday. The 0-1 now foul goes to 0-2. Pam checking in again. Thanks, Pam. From Toledo, Ohio. Part of the Shoemaker family. The 0 Britton gets him out on 3 pitches. And that's it for the Indians in the top half of the second. We go to the bottom, 6, 7, 8 for the Tigers. Grant Jordan just made that spectacular play at third base. Josh Hines and Jacob Lozano, first 3 up for the Tigers. Hunter Purcell will come back to the mound. We'll be right back. Grant Jordan steps in. Spectacular defensive play in the top half of the second. Will get his first chance at bat against Hunter Purcell. First pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Josh Grant here on the Venice Baseball broadcast. Thanks for spending your Thursday night, the third in a row with us here on Facebook and YouTube. The last broadcast for a bit. The 0-1 inside and high. Count goes to 1-1. Will not be traveling with the team next week to Tallahassee. trying to get Ray Sinibaldi to do a game, but if we can send him some messages on social media or emails to try and get him to do it, he might be able to do it. He might do it. He might do it on Facebook. So we'll have updates there. If not, I'll update you with Coach Faulkner throughout the week. As the 2-1 is skied in the right, Dunn has to back up a couple of steps. But Nick Dunn will put it away for out number 1. First start in right for Dunn as Jeffrey Fulcher is in left and John Whitney in center. Coach Faulkner changing up the lineup just a little bit, trying to get some spark. That'll bring up the catcher, Josh Hines. Hines last night 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch to Hines is high and outside for ball 1. The 1-0 again, low and inside. Count goes to 2-0. The 2-0, Hines will foul it back into the net for strike 1. So Indians next week, Childs, Jefferson, and then Niceville. Great team bonding experience next week. First long road trip they've been able to have for a while. There's no road trip last week as they'll chop it over at Adrian. Adrian flips to Bassell. Putout goes 3-1 for out number 2. They've done many trips over the years. We were talking about on the bus ride up here. Many, many trips. Last year, obviously, we're not able to do one. The 2020 season was canceled. I believe it was 7 games in. So they get a chance to get out of town, go see some University of Florida baseball. Robertson, Indian alumni, and then get on their way to play some of the top teams in Tallahassee. Jacob Lozano steps in 2 away here now for Purcell. First pitch is fouled for strike 1. I got to change the score here. Sorry about that. Peach Wave Frozen Yogurt. Check them out on Facebook, on social media at Peach Wave West Villages. They released their weekly specials on Monday, their Facebook special on Tuesday, White Cup Wednesday. Great value for the entire family. The 0-1 is fouled. Purcell now ahead in the count here, 0-2. Deans will set up outside. The 0-2 from Purcell, high and away for ball 1. Purcell trying to get his first strikeout of the night here. The 1-2 curveball freezes him outside corner for a strike 3. Perfect pitch by Purcell sends us to the top half of the third. 8-9-1, Deans Fulcher, and back to the top of the order, John Embry up for you, the good guys. We'll be right back here on the Venice High Baseball broadcast. Venice Sports Cards and Collectibles, the newest collectible shop in Venice, the only collectible shop really in Venice. Venice Sports Cards and Collectibles. Check them out online at VeniceSportsCardsCollectibles.com. Across from the Jenkins Chevrolet dealership in South Venice, they've got everything you need from sports cards to Pokemon, wrestling figures, video games, and more. Venice Sports Cards and Collectibles. Stephen Deans will step in 8-9-1 for the Indians against the lefty Arnold. First pitch is a big swing and a miss by Deans for strike 1. Dean's another guy got to get going here at the bottom of the Indians lineup, as most of the production has come from the 1 through 4 hitters. 5 through 9 needs to step it up a bit as the 0-1 is swung on and missed. Count goes to 0-2. Dean's last night 0 for 3. The 0-2 swung on and missed. Arnold with another victim, his 4th thus far of the night. That'll bring up Jeffrey Fulcher. Fulcher mainly has been a courtesy runner and defensive replacement late, making his first start of the season for the Indians as Fulcher squares around a bunt line for strike 1. Right idea. Got to get base runners here against Arnold. Thrown 31 pitches thus far. Allowed 1 hit, the triple to John Whitney, and 4 strikeouts. 2 looking and 2 swinging. The 0-1 high and outside. Count pulls even at 1-1. Good pitch by Arnold right on the inside part of the plate for strike 2. 1 out here, top of the 3rd from Jesuit High School in Tampa. The 1-2 swung on and missed. Second strikeout in a row swinging for Arnold. And second out of the inning. That'll bring up John Embry, grounded out 5-3 in the first. John Embry saw 4 pitches last night. First pitch is inside for ball 1. Top of the lineup, got to be selective. Saw 4 pitches last night. 9 the night before. Went 1 for 3, or 0 for 3 last night, 1 for 3 the night before. So patience is a virtue. The 1-1 swung on and missed for strike 2 to the Indians' leadoff hitter. Nick Dunn is on deck. The 1-2 will be grounded right back up the middle. Lozano comes in. He's got to get a good throw to get Embry, and he does. For out number 3, the putout goes 6-3. And that'll do it here in the top of the 3rd for the Indians. 9-1-2 coming up for the Tigers, French, Perella, and Martinez. We'll be right back here on the Venice Baseball Network. Carter French to lead off for the Tigers. Both teams with just 1 hit thus far in tonight's ballgame. Here from Tampa Jesuit, Josh Grant on the Venice Baseball broadcast. So happy to be with you. Thanks for sticking with us here on a Friday night. First pitch is right on the inside part of the plate for strike 1. I'm still trying to update the score here, so bear with me. Each team with a hit. That one's a tough play. and he can't handle it. And that should be a base hit as Shoemaker had to range to his left. So second. That puts a runner on first for the top of the lineup, DJ Perella. Perella 0 for 1 tonight. Flew out to right to lead off the ball game. That one's outside for ball 1. The 1-0, he squares around a bunt and push it foul. Counts even at 1-1. Third inning, bottom of the third inning, sponsor American Legion Novell Post 159. Thanks for being a sponsor of the Venice Baseball broadcast. Check them out online, novellpost159.org. They're watching live at the Legion, 12 TVs. They're watching right now at the American Legion Post Novell, Nokomis, Osprey, Venice, Englewood, and Laurel. It stands for. Tonight they have live entertainment with Robert and Wolfie from 6 to 9, and Friday's live entertainment and dancing with Taylor and Taylor from 6 to 9. Fridays equals red. Remember, everyone deployed. Saturday night's live entertainment and dancing with Still Rockin' from 6 to 9. Again, check out novellpost159.org for more information and how to be a member of the American Legion. 2-1 now to Perella. As he'll square around the bunt, the changeup is high and away. Count goes to 3-1. Bunt could likely be on here again. Embry playing really far in on third. The 3-1 is sky down the first baseline. Dunn will get it and put it away for out number 1. That one had some serious carry to it as that looked to push out of bounds or out of play. But it just hung up long enough. So Jack Martinez steps in. Martinez 0 for 1, flew out to center in the first inning. One away here, bottom of the third. 0-1-0 for the Indians, 0-2-0 for the Tigers. And Purcell will check on French once again. The first pitch is low, just misses to Martinez for ball 1. Nestler on deck with a single in the first. And no, got to settle down here. Run around first, good speed in French. Very deliberate move to first for Purcell just to check on the runner. He'll chop it over to Pachota at second. He'll flip to Shoemaker for 1, to Adrian for 2. 4-6-3 double play. What a defensive play for the Indians, and that'll do it here in the bottom half of the third. Just what they needed. Shoemaker got it to Adrian just in time, beat the runner by a step for out number 3. We go to the top of the fourth. It's 2-3-4. Dunn, Whitney, and Shoemaker. First 3 up for your Indians. You're listening to tonight's broadcast on Facebook.com/Venice High Baseball and YouTube.com/Venice High Baseball. We'll be right back. Jody Callan, Premier Sotheby's International Realty, is your sponsor here in the top of the fourth. If you need to buy or sell your home, you need Jody Callan on your side. Call or text her at 941-525-8707. Jody Callan, Premier Sotheby's International Realty. Nick Dunn steps in 0 for 1 on the night, struck out swinging in the first, and takes the first pitch from Jamie Arnold for a ball outside. 1-0 count now to the Indians right fielder. He'll ground it at third. Hot shot to Jordan. Jordan has to make another good throw across the diamond. Putout goes 5-3 for the first out. Another hard hit ball at Jordan. And that'll bring up John Whitney. Whitney, the lone hit thus far for the Indians. A triple to right in the first, but was left stranded. No score here from Tampa Jesuit. First pitch from Arnold is way outside for ball one. Again, Arnold comes back with a fastball high. Count goes to 2-0 to the Indians center fielder. And Coach Faulkner trying to shuffle the lineup a bit tonight, moving Whitney to center, putting a little bit more speed in left, as Nick Dunn has played left most of the season, but Jeffrey Fulcher gets the start in left. Dunn goes to right. The count is 3-0 now to Whitney. And Arnold's just pitching around him as Whitney walks. An intentional, non-intentional, intentional walk. And that'll bring up Cole Shoemaker, the Indians' cleanup hitter. Shoemaker 0 for 1 thus far tonight. 1 for 3. Reached on an error in the first. Shoes due. 2 for 3 against Lakewood Ranch. First pitch is popped foul for strike one. Here. With John Whitney's speed, I mean, a gap hit, he could score from first. Good lead by Whitney. The 0-1. Good pitch by Arnold right on the inside part of the plate for strike two. Not much anybody could have done with that one. Oh, 2 down to Shoemaker. The pitch, he'll pop it down the right field line. That one's going to get down. It does. Whitney heads into second, and he'll hold there. That one held up just enough for Shoe. Shoe's on with a single, and runners on first and second now for the Indians. Michelle checking in, and Danny once again. Danny goes from Canada to now L.A., from sunny L.A., where it never rains. Trent Adrian comes in, struck out looking in the second. And if I told you a couple of seconds ago Cole Shoemaker was due, Trent Adrian is due right now. 5-hole hitter for the Indians. Due for something big. First pitch, Adrian's high and away for ball one. The 1-0 swung on and missed for strike one. Count bowls even at 1-1. The 1-1 big swing by Adrian for strike 2, swung out of his shoes. Whitney leads off second, Shoemaker at first. The 1-2 swung on and missed by Adrian for out number 2. That'll bring up Jeremiah Pachota. Grounded out 5-3 in the second. Base hit by Pachota can score Whitney. The first pitch, he'll pop it foul behind the press box here for strike 1. Palatial press box, an absolutely gorgeous facility here at Tampa Jesuit. And thanks to the staff for allowing me to call the game. They have their broadcaster on the other side. So a dual broadcast. Their PA announcer, Bill, having to put up with 2 voices tonight. So I appreciate you. The 0-1 is high and outside for ball 1. And Whitney takes off, trying to steal third. The throw is high. John Whitney safe at third base. Shoemaker held it first, so runners on the corners. Counts 2-1 to Pachota. Arnold doesn't want to lose him here. Likely to come back in with a fastball. There it is, high and outside. 2. Deuces are wild for the Indian second baseman. And Shoemaker steals second. It's not a steal, defensive indifference. So Shoemaker with a heads-up play advances to second. The 2-2 is chopped to second. He's got to make a tough throw, get the speedy Pachota, and he's out 4-3. And that'll do it here in the top half of the fourth for the Indians. Indians leave 2 on, now 3 for the game. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. Power alley coming up for Jesuit. Nestler, Mendez, and Kulikowski, first 3 up for the Tigers. We'll be right back here on the Venice Baseball Network. First man up for the Tigers, A.J. Nestler here in the bottom half of the fourth against Hunter Purcell. Josh Grant here on the Venice Baseball Broadcast. Thanks for spending your Thursday night with us. No score. Indians with 2 hits, or 2 hits now. Tigers with 2 hits as well. 0-2-0 on both sides of the scoreboard. The first pitch to Nestler is fouled away for strike 1. John Whitney with a triple in the first and Cole Shoemaker with a single in the fourth. The only 2 hits thus far for the Indians. As Jamie Arnold, the FSU commit, and Hunter Purcell, your FGCU commit, battling here. What a pitch by Hunter. He just snapped that curveball off with authority, and the count goes to 0-2. It has been a pitcher's duel thus far. The 0-2 from Purcell. Another curveball and a line into Trent Adrian at first, who puts it away for out number 1. Good reaction by Trent to range to his right. For the out, Wes Mendez steps in. Mendez walked in the first. Thanks to Gemini Apparel again. Check them out online, GeminiApparel.com, for your screen printing, embroidery, promotional products, banners, vinyl graphics, and anything else you and your business need to promote your product. Gemini Apparel can do it. 941-488-7447. The first pitch is high and away for Wes Mendez for ball one. Action in the Indians bullpen. Can't see who it is. Might be Nate Winterhalter warming up. Looks like it is Nate Winterhalter getting action, getting loose here. High. Second pitch of the AB is high for ball two. The 2-0 right on the inside part of the plate for strike one. Mendez, the Vanderbilt commit. The power alley for the Tigers, the 3-4-5 hitters, as I call them. A.J. Nessler is a commit to University of Pittsburgh. Mendez to Vanderbilt, and Jack Kulikowski, who's on deck, has committed to Miami. So quite the prestigious middle of the lineup for the Tigers. And Purcell's got him now 2-2. Strike three. Purcell strikes out Mendez. His second K of the night, first swinging, and that's the second out of the inning. Kulikowski steps in, grounded out 4-3 to end the first. That's another first pitch strike by Purcell. Let's see, that now is 9 of the 15 batters he's faced thus far. A first pitch strike. So crucial against a potent lineup like this, as Kulikowski will stroke that one into shallow center field for the third hit of the night for the Tigers. That'll bring up Grant Jordan. So crucial. First pitch strikes. Houston Wind did a good job of that last night against Jesuit. Unfortunately, gave up the 3 runs, but that was really it. The bullpen came in, pitched really well. Indians had their chances, just couldn't get any across the plate. As the first pitch to Jordan is skied out to right. Nick Dunn with another play as he puts it away for out number 3. We go to the top of the 5th. No score still here. 7-8-9 for the good guys. We'll be right back here on the Venice Baseball broadcast. Clete Britton, Stephen Deans, Jeffrey Fulcher, first 3 up for your Indians here in the top half of the 5th. Josh Grant of the Venice Baseball broadcast. First pitch to Britton is swung on and missed for strike 1. Clete Britton struck out looking on 3 pitches in the second, the third of the night for Jamie Arnold, the Florida State commit. He and Hunter Purcell have been equally as good for their respective. Indians with 2 hits, Tigers with 3. The 1-1 swung on and missed. Good changeup by Arnold for strike 2. The 1-2 high and away. Arnold looked at it but held back. Count goes to 2-2 now. Again, Indians on the road next week. They leave Sunday for a 3-game road trip up to Tallahassee, Childs, Lincoln, and Niceville. There's a line drive by Clete Britton down the left field line. He'll round first, and he heads to second. No, he'll stop. It looked like he made a really sharp turn towards second. So Clete Britton on with his first varsity hit. Gives the Indians a leadoff runner here in the top half of the 5th. That'll bring up Steven Deans. 3rd hit of the night for your Indians, Whitney, Shoemaker, and now Britton. Sharkies on the pier. The Sharkies group is hiring. Call them at 941-488-1456 if you're looking for the most beautiful places. That one gets away. Britton will head up to second. He may get around third. That is a deep foul territory, but they're able to retrieve it. Britton moves up to second on the E1. So runner in scoring position now for the Indians. You got to take any chance you can get. Deans will square around the bunt. Britton's got to get back. Good throw down to short, and now he's in a pickle. Oh, man, that is a killer right there. That is an absolute killer. As the putout goes 2-6-5. Britton's out 2-6-5. Oh, boy. Just when you get a break, something bad happens. 2-2 now to Deans. Indians spoil a chance there. And Deans bunts. Arnold with the wide throw, and Deans is safe. So Deans on with another E1, second in a row for Arnold. That one definitely an error. And that'll bring up Fulcher. And that would have moved Britton down over to third. Interesting call to keep the bunt on. And actually, we've got a pinch hitter here. Sam Hoppy will head to the plate for Fulcher. So Indians could have had runners on the corners, but unfortunately the base running error now leaves the speedy Steven Deans on first. I believe the courtesy runner is number 15, Billy Krause. So Billy Krause, the courtesy runner for Deans. So there's your speed. Hoppy steps in. Hoppy grounded out 4-6-3 last night. And Krause takes off. There's the bunt back to the pitcher. Good bunt by Hoppy. He does his job. Krause heads up to second. Hoppy sacrifice 1-3. And there's 2 away here in the inning. And that'll get a visit from the Tigers manager, and he's pulling his starter. Gave the signal down to the bullpen. So we'll take a break and tell you who your new pitcher is when we come back. And we're back. He's going to stick with Arnold here to face the righty, John Embry. Embry 0 for 2. Embry due now. Runner at second. 2 away. Top half of the 5th. Good chance here for the Indians. Left 3 on thus far tonight. As Arnold looks into Embry. Krause with the lead at second. First pitch is lined right back up the middle. It's going to be picked up by the second baseman. And he's out 4-3. Man, that one looked like it was hard hit off the bat, but a good play by Jack Martinez to range to his right. And that'll do it here in the top half of the 5th. We go to the bottom, 7, 8, 9. Josh Hines, Jacob Lozano, Carter French, first 3 up for the Tigers. We'll be right back here on the Venice Baseball broadcast. Josh Hines steps in. It'll help if I take the mute off. First man up for the Tigers here in the bottom half. Has looked really good thus far. As the first pitch is grounded in the hole to Pachota. Pacell has to cover, and he can't. That's a base hit for Josh Hines. And first pitch, the Tigers have a runner on here in the bottom half of the 5th. Is that the 4th hit of the night for the Tigers? And that'll bring up Jacob Lozano. Clay Thompson running for Hines at first. As he got the ground ball, but right in the hole. Adrian went for it. Pachota went for it. Nobody able to get it. And that'll get a visit to the mound from Indians pitching coach Tyler Shambora. And we'll take a quick break here on the Venice Baseball Network. Interesting move as Pacell got a visit from pitching coach Tyler Shambora, who talked to Hunter on the mound, started to walk off, and then made the signal for the righty Winterhalter out of the bullpen. So Nate Winterhalter, the new pitcher for the Indians, Purcell. 50 pitches, 31 strikes. Really good job by Purcell tonight. 2 strikeouts, no runs, 4 hits. I believe it's 4 hits. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 hits for the Tigers. Now, Winterhalter comes in through really well on Tuesday against Lakewood Ranch. Had a lot of run on his fastball. Great movement from the righty. Hitting sponsored by Dr. Kevin Shapley, DMD. Check him out, shapleydmd.com. Again, summer's coming. Got to get those teeth straightened out for the beach. shapleydmd.com. You saw him as I was on the live stream on Facebook the other night. That smile. Pearly whites, Dr. Kevin Shapley. He can do that for you. So Clay Thompson with the lead at first. The courtesy runner for Josh Hines, and Winterhalter will throw over. No outs here, bottom half of the 5th. 0-4-0 for the Indians, 0-4-2 for the Tigers. Indians could not take advantage of 2 Jesuit errors in the last inning. As the first pitch is just misses outside for ball 1. Embry playing in at third, expecting the bunt from Lozano. There's the bunt. He bunts it right back to Winterhalter. Only play is to first. So it's a sacrifice 1-3. Lozano does his job. Thompson moves up to second. That'll bring up Carter French. Carter French singled in the third. Also one of the starting wide receivers on the Jesuit Tigers state championship football team. So good speed in French. Good speed at second in Thompson. And that'll get a visit to the mound from head coach Craig Faulkner. Nobody warming, and he quickly goes to the lefty. So Winterhalter, 1 batter. And we go to the bullpen once again. We'll be right back here on the Venice Baseball Network. New pitcher for the Indians. Coach Faulkner goes to his lefty, the closer. Now here in the 5th inning, it's John Whitney moves in from center field. Cleet Britton goes from the DH spot into center to replace Whitney. And we've got a pinch hitter here for the Tigers. That's number 21, Jalen Smith. So Faulkner pulls the righty as he was facing the lefty in French, and Jesuit counters when putting a righty at the plate. Now against the lefty Whitney. Whitney with arguably the best stuff, the best fastball on the staff. And now here at a big spot. Runner on second. First pitch from Whitney is low and inside for ball one. And thanks for joining us here on the Venice Baseball broadcast. We'll not be with you next week as the team heads to Tallahassee for a default 3-game series. Again, Childs, Lincoln, and Niceville will hopefully have some updates from Coach Faulkner throughout the week, but I will not be able to make the trip. And baseball is back. Major League Baseball and the Players Union agreed to a new collective bargaining. So I will be back to work for the Tampa Bay Rays at the end of the next week. As that one gets away, and they're going to award him home as that one went clear out of play for the first runner for Jesuit tonight. As the Tigers take a 1-0 lead, that one went well out of play. Took a really bad hop. Going to get a visit from Coach Faulkner out here to speak to the home plate umpire. Tough break there for your Indians. There's a base running error, kept them off the scoreboard last inning, and now a wild pitch puts the Tigers on the scoreboard. What a tough break there. As that one is fouled back into the net. Yes, exactly. That run is charged to Hunter Purcell. So 2-1 count now to Jalen Smith. That closes the book on Purcell. 1 run on just 4 hits. The 2-1 is fouled off the right side for strike 2. Count is 2-2 with 1 away here in the bottom half of the 5th. The 2-2 from Whitney. Fly down the first baseline foul. Will stay here. Count stays 2-2. Tough break there for your Indians. The 2-2 swung on and missed by Smith. Whitney went up the ladder on the fastball for that one, and there's 2 away. DJ Perella steps in. 0 for 2, both flied out to Nick Dunn and right. Got someone warming down in the Indians bullpen. Not sure who it is. The first pitch to Perella is right on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. The 0-1 grounded foul. Good play by the on-deck hitter for the Tigers. That's number 7. Who looks to be pinch hitting for Martinez. It's John Abraham. Fielded that with his bare hand for strike 2. That one fouled, or it looks like it actually got away. Peter Leakakis warming for the Indians. 1-2 count now to Perella. There it is. The hammer from Whitney right on the outside corner. Swung on and missed by Perella for strike 3. Good pitch by John Whitney. Indians give one up there in the bottom half of the fifth. We go to the top of the sixth, 2-3-4 for the good guys, Dunn, Whitney, and Shoemaker, first three up. And we'll be right back here on the Venice Baseball Network. Top of the sixth, first pitch to Nick Dunn is taken outside and low for ball one. Josh Grant on the Venice Baseball broadcast. The Indians gave one up in the bottom half of the fifth and now trail 1-0 as Dunn will give that one a ride out to right field. But Mendez backs up a couple of steps and puts it away for out number one. Indians running out of outs here. 0-4-0 for the Indians, 1-4-2 for the Tigers. Peach Wave Frozen Yogurt's the top of the sixth inning sponsor. Check them out on Facebook, Peach Wave West Villages, for their daily deals. Every day from 1 to 6, a different deal. Great price for the whole family. Great stuff. Love taking my kids there. Maybe I'll have to go there tomorrow, as the first pitch to John Whitney is right on the outside corner for strike one. One away here in the top half of the sixth. The 0-1 to Whitney, and he'll pop it up down the third baseline, foul. And quickly, Arnold working here ahead in the count, 0-2. Got to string some hits together. The 0-2, Whitney will poke it into center. Perella will come in and put it away for out number two. Kind of a defensive swing there for John Whitney. Chase one just to get it in play. And Cole Shoemaker steps in. Shoe 1 for 2 on the night with a single back in the fourth. And the first pitch from Arnold is over for strike one. Indians will practice tomorrow, will likely take Saturday off, and they leave early Sunday morning for the road trip to Tallahassee. First stop is the University of Florida in Gainesville to watch Indian alum Matt Gussetti and Michael Robertson play for the Gators. 1-1 is outside. Count goes to 2-1. And it's a great week for team bonding. Get a chance to room together and eat all your meals together. I'll tell you, as I was part of the Venice State Football Championship staff, if you will, as we broadcasted the game live from DRV Pink Stadium, it was a great experience to be able to get down, take the drive down, stay in the team hotel with the kids, get a chance to bond with them before the game. So hopefully the Indians can do the same and bring them together as the stretch run coming up after spring break. IMG tournament. Indians not back at home until April 5th against the Sarasota Sailors. As Shoemaker walks, that brings up Trent Adrian, a pair of strikeouts looking and swinging tonight. First pitch by Arnold, same spot as the first pitch to Shoemaker is over for strike one. Shoe not with a big lead at first. The 0-1 inside. Count pulls even at 1-1. Again, a big thank you to the press box staff here and athletic program at Tampa Jesuit for allowing us to broadcast from atop the palatial press box here at the home of the Tigers. As the 1-1 is popped foul, and Adrian now down 1-2. You can check out their live stream at Jesuit Streaming, not now, but if you want to get a chance to watch this program as the season continues, they have a live stream. The Lady Indians softball team leaves for a tournament in Jupiter, Florida tomorrow. Good luck to the Lady Indians. Thanks, David, for the update. Indians off to another good start. Seven 7-0 on the season. For your Lady Indians, scored 51 runs, allowed only 8. Count stays here 1-2. So their opponents, looks like their opponents are TBA in that tournament. Big 6-1 win over Sarasota on Tuesday. Adrian staying alive here. He's timed the Arnold fastball. In their last 4 games, and I only say 4 just because I'm looking here at the schedule, the softball team has allowed just 2 runs. Well, they've scored 39. The 1-2 swung on and missed by Adrian for strike 3. Another base runner left stranded. And we go to the bottom of the 6th, 2-3-4 for the Tigers. Martinez, Nessler, and Mendez may see a pinch hitter, but we'll be right back here from Jesuit High School in Tampa. John Whitney back out of the mound for his first official inning of work. Facing 2-3-4 for the Tigers, Martinez, Nessler, and Mendez. Josh Crane here on the Venice Baseball broadcast. Indians trailing 1-0. The Tigers put 1 on in the 5th. A Josh Hines single. And then he was courtesy run for Clay Thompson, who advanced to 2nd on a sacrifice. And then as he was stealing 3rd, a wild pitch by Whitney. He was awarded home, and there's the run. But thus far, the Indians pitching staff has not allowed anything And we're back here on the Venice Baseball broadcast. Sorry, the internet connection just went out. Was able to reconnect quickly. Count is 2-2 now to Jack Martinez. Josh Crane here on the broadcast. Thanks for sticking with us. The 2-2 is lined into right field. Dunn has to give chase, and it's over his head. Martinez will round first. He heads into second. He's being waved into third. That's a deep right field. Dunn comes up with a throw, and Jack Martinez is in with a leadoff triple here in the bottom half of the sixth. Dunn came in on it first, but that one was roped well over his head. And it's 360 to right center field, allowing Martinez to head to third. That'll bring up A.J. Nessler. Not sure why my internet just kind of died on me, but I guess that's what happens when you're running an internet broadcast off of a cell phone. So Nessler in. Nessler 1 for 2 on the night. Singled in the first and then lined out to first. As that one gets through Adrian, Martinez is going to score. And the Tigers take it 2-0. Really hard hit. Not much Trent Adrian could have done. 5 hits now for the Tigers. And that'll bring up Wes Mendez. Still no outs here for Whitney and the Indians. First pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Mendez 0 for 1, walked in the first and then struck out swinging in the fourth. It's a good pitch by Whitney right on the inside part of the plate for strike two. He backs Mendez off. Ground ball here could be a double play, or Whitney setting up for another punch out. The 0-2 swung on and missed, went up the ladder. He's got Mendez for strike three, first out of the inning for your Indians. Jack Kulikowski steps in. Kulikowski 1 for 2. Bottom of the sixth, Judy. Bottom of the sixth, Indians trailing 2-0. First pitch is outside and low for ball one to Kulikowski. The University of Miami commit, designated hitter for the Tigers. And that 3-4-5 for Jesuit, Nessler, Mendez, and Kulikowski all committed to Division I baseball programs. Nessler to Pitt, Mendez to Vanderbilt, and Kulikowski to Miami. Quite the resume for the Jesuit Tigers. Venice Sports Cards and Collectibles, bottom of the sixth inning sponsor. Check them out online, VeniceSportsCardsCollectibles.com. And everything you need from baseball cards to Pokemon, wrestling to video games, right across from the Jenkins Chevrolet dealership in South Venice. As it's 2-0 now to Kulikowski. One more chance for the Indians in the top of the seventh. Ground ball here will get us on offense. 6, 7, 8 coming up for the good guys. And Whitney will check back over. Shoemaker and Pachoda at double play depth. 7 double plays turned thus far in the season for the Indians. 2-0 is swung on and missed for strike one. Won the night. A 6-4-3 double play of Martinez in the third. Martinez grounded into it. Good lead by Nestler, and he's got him at first. Whitney picks off Nestler, 1-3, and there's 2 away. Good move by John Whitney. The 2-1 high and inside. Count goes to 3-1. The 3-1 right on the outside corner. And Whitney battles back now. 3-2 count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. In the bottom half of the 6th. Whitney looking to end this inning here. The 3-2 swung on and missed. 2 strikeouts in a row for Whitney. And that's it at the bottom of the 6th for the Tigers. We go to the top of the 7th. Last chance for romance. 6, 7, 8 for the Indians. We'll be right back here on the Venice Baseball Network. Last chance for the good guys. Jeremiah Pachota leads off the top of the 7th. Jamie Arnold out for his 7th inning of work, trying to finish off this complete game against the Indians. Has allowed no runs on 3 hits. Just 3 hits for your Indians. Whitney with a triple in the 1st. Shoemaker with a single in the 4th. And Cleet Britton with his first varsity hit of 2022. The first pitch to Arnold is pops into right by Pachota. Mendez will give chase, and he puts it away. 1 pitch, 1 out for the Indians. American Legion Novell Post 159. Thanks for being a sponsor of the Venice Baseball broadcast. They're watching down from the Legion as we speak. If lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday, yoga every Tuesday and Thursday morning at 9:30 a.m., and a free Veterans Wellness Clinic on the last Tuesday of every month. Local doctors and practitioners offering integrative therapies for free to veterans and their families. Find out more at novelpost159.org. First pitch to Cleet Britton is fouled for strike 1. And Britton gives a ride into left field. That one gives chase, and French puts it away for out number 2. Britton put a charge into that one. And the Indians are down to their final out. Catcher Steven Deans. First pitch to Deans is high and away for ball 1. The 1-0. Good pitch by Arnold. Not sure where he missed on that one. But we'll take it as the count's now 2-0 to the Indians captain. The 2-0 high and away to Deans, and it's 3-0 quickly. The get me over fastball barely gets over on the outside corner for strike one. That one was a bit outside, but the 3-1 changeup by Arnold, and the Indians are down to their final strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Deans. Arnold looking to finish off the complete game, and he does as Dean strikes out, and that'll do it here from Tampa Jesuit. We'll be right back here to wrap this one up on the Venice Gondolier Sun postgame show. Indians fall 2-0. Indians fall for the second straight night to the Jesuit Tigers 2-0. But as Coach talked about in yesterday's pregame meeting with the players, and we even spoke about it today, the compete level for the Indians was pretty high in these last 2 nights against an opponent who currently, it honestly is playing much better baseball. The Jesuit Tigers now 6-3. The Indians fall to 3-4 as they head to Tallahassee for a 3-game series against Lincoln, Childs, Lincoln, and Niceville next week. Get a nice break for the students, a week off from school, but the business trip heads up to Tallahassee as the Indians got to get this offense going. Good start by Hunter Purcell. Unfortunately, some base running errors and just couldn't get the guys in are what outdid the Indians tonight in the 2-0 loss. Thanks for watching from wherever you're watching from on Facebook and YouTube. This is Josh Grant signing off for the Venice Baseball Network, and we'll see you back in a couple of weeks. We'll give you some updates during the tournament next week, but we'll see you back in a few weeks here on the Venice Baseball Network. Have a great night. We'll see you soon.